I, for the longest time, just hated my story and never saw any power or strength in it. When I came to America, I suppressed so much, but then that's not coping and healing and processing. And around 16, all these things were coming back, and I was just realized how I had no voice, no control over my life or my body. So no way in this world I ever thought I would be sitting here one day in this place. That's the power of sports. You have no idea what just one time, one chance, just trying something and just working every single day and setting that goal, setting that small goal of, I'm gonna try not to fall this time. I'm gonna try and get farther this time. And it's just wild to think how those small goals are stepping stones into getting you to this moment right here. I honestly, I have no words to explain. Me getting into sports, it was my way to take control of my body and control the outcome. Because you know what? My favorite thing about being on the start line is nothing is determined for you. And growing up with a disability, people automatically view what is possible for you and what you can do. The harder I work, the more I'm gonna get out of it at the end. It might not happen instantly, but it will come together. It's not necessarily about the result. The result is just more just tells you where you are, what you need to work on, what you're good at, and moving forward and getting better. In London 2012 with my rowing partner, Rob Jones, we were going as the underdogs in that sport, and my goal was to make the A final. Rob wanted to get the gold. He sets the bar high. And then all of a sudden we found ourselves in the mix fighting for a bronze medal, and then being able to win that bronze medal and standing on the podium and seeing the US flag being raised is where I realized, oh my God, I think I can actually do this. I think I actually belong here. I didn't start out thinking I'm gonna do every single sport I can because I didn't have the opportunity or access to all these sports. It was more just like when doors closed, instead of letting doors stay closed, I looked for those opportunities to see how I can still follow this dream of mine in different ways. And in 2012 for rowing, right at the end of it, leading in 2013 for World Championships, I ended up injuring my back. And a lot of doctors told me I can't row anymore at that level. And so the idea of not being able to do that anymore terrified me. At the same time, I was at an event for rowing, but was introduced to cross-country skiing and invited to a training camp there to try it. And I think for me, it was trying those opportunities and not living life what if. My boyfriend calls it FOBO, fear of better options kind of situation. The way I've started to think about it is rowing was that sport that got me onto this path, into the Paralympics, into the sports world. And it maybe wasn't the one that was meant to keep me there. I've kind of gotten this reputation now of just jumping into sports, which I blame that on being a Gemini. I'm just all over the place and want to do either hot and cold. But I will be honest, and I did get a pair of running legs, and it's the first time I've ever really ran, and I've never felt this experience. And that's the most exciting thing when you try new sports. It's just that first kid-like experience that you're like, oh my God, and all these feels. I would be lying if I wasn't thinking about potentially something with running legs in the future of sports and Paralympic level. I want to help create opportunities and awareness for sports that are underrepresented, like hand cycling, like cross-country skiing and biathlon. My why has transformed to inspiring that next generation and just showing what's possible. Love your body, find your gifts that only you have, that your body has, no one else will have. And also just to never compare your timeline and your trajectory of how fast you achieve your goal.